All right, so we are doing another video tour, my favorite. And I'm standing in the front of the house because the driveway is really long, so I'm just kind of zooming in. And you can see there's plenty of neighbors, quiet, walkable neighborhood. The drive-in was a little weird, so I probably am gonna walk down to the street just so you can kind of see how it looks driving up the driveway. It is kind of awkward, but once you get to the house, and it's fine. I guess if you had guests and they can either park in the grass or park behind each other on the driveway, I would say that's the only negative I've seen so far. So let me pause here. I'm gonna walk down there and then just show my view as I kind of drove in. Okay, so I'm up at the top of the driveway and I'm just gonna pan the neighborhood. This is on the end of a cul-de-sac and there is a lake right there. Probably can't see that. There we go. There is a lake right there in the front. But what I was talking about are these drainage ditches. There's like a ton of them just right across the front of the yard. You can kind of see the lines like right there, right there. It's a lot of them. So I'm gonna ask some more questions about that. I don't know what's the deal with that, but there's a lake right there, neighbors. But yes, like I said, it's just one long driveway going to the house. Now the house itself is gorgeous, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with these drain lines, so I'll ask about that. Try not to focus too much on that because I think I did too much, but yeah, these are drainage lines. It doesn't smell like anything. It smells like water. It doesn't smell like sewage or anything, but it just seems awkward that it's just so many lines in the yard. It kind of takes away from the landscaping. So, and it could just be, when it rains so that your yard doesn't flood, but you guys see how it looks. But anyway, walking up to the house, and I'm gonna pause here so that way you just don't have to hear me breathing. Okay, so I'm closer to the house, and as you can see, the front of the house is super cute. This driveway circles around the tree, so you can see my car, and then you just kind of circle around. So my guess is they probably never parked in the garage. That's why they never worried about paving this patch of grass right here in front of the garage. Right now what's in there is a riding lawnmower and some shelves. So, and you probably would see like some trail marks or something if they constantly drove into the garage, but there aren't any. So my guess is they probably never used it, so they probably never paved it, but it's pretty cheap to pave that small of a patch of concrete. But this is the side door entrance to the house, and all of this fenced area belongs to this house. You can see there's a basketball rim there already installed, and it's a permanent one. It's not one of those temporary ones, and you can raise it and lower it, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, that fence goes all the way kind of around, and then you have a gate there to access like the rest of the yard. So if you have a dog, you want them to run around and play in the big yard, then you probably could just let them back there in that area, or it can be free. The pool is there, fenced around. We'll go look at that shortly. And my guess is if you wanted this entire area fenced off, you could probably just bring a fence off of this backyard around the driveway just to connect everything. So it doesn't seem like it'd be too bad, especially where this house is priced at. So one good thing I have not heard is any bumblebees. So we're in business right now. So let me go up this sidewalk and through the front door, and we will commence the tour. So this is a very cute porch. It is rocking chair ready, as the listing says. And you have a very cute mature tree not too close to the house. And let's see here. All right, so coming up the stairs, all I noticed you know, normal settling cracks, but nothing too crazy. Obviously, if there's ever foundation concerns, those cracks are much bigger. So going through the front door, there are plantation shutters throughout the house, and these floors are gorgeous. I know that it's a luxury vinyl plank, but it is the wide plank. The color choice is excellent. I would keep them if you were wondering about replacing them or not. They are very good looking floors. So right off the front door, you have kind of a open space. This could be a den. It could be an office. It could be whatever you want it to be, but there are no doors on this room. So there's that. Right up this hallway through the room. And there's another door kind of back to the hallway, so you can access this restroom from this hallway, the side hallway, or you can kind of hang out. Again, this could easily be an office, maybe add some French doors. But yeah, so this is this first room, and then again, a little powder room there. And then I'm gonna go back to the front door so that I don't miss anything. These are the stairs going up the front. So when you go through this house for a perspective, the left is that room that could be an office. If you go straight and to the right, there's the main living space, the living room. If you go to the left, that is the kitchen. And then to the right, this is kind of like a formal dining space. There's no lights in here, and formal dining spaces are typically like that because you have a bunch of lamps. But you could easily get some pocket lighting installed in here if that's what you wanted to do. But it is a very big room. So I'm just gonna pan this. It's very big and open to the living room. So you could have a formal dining table, a little hutch. You could turn this into an office, you know, maybe add some doors. But this is the living room. And you have a big fireplace there. Very nice living room. And then off of this room is the owner's suite. This is the primary owner's suite. Now this is the only bedroom on the first floor. So something to keep in mind if this is something that you're considering. This is the one bedroom that is on this floor. And this is the bathroom. So you have a vanity there. You have a closet here. Walk in. You have a separate shower with the subway towel, and then you have a big soaker tub with a view out to the backyard. So I love the tub. And the toilet and a second vanity. And then this is the, hopefully, hers closet. Maybe it'd be hers and hers, because this wouldn't be enough closet for me. But there's the bathroom for the ensuite, for the primary owner suite. So this room is huge. You could probably fit king size bed, another king size bed, a dresser, mirror, chest of drawers in there. So that's the primary owner suite again. Windows open to the front of the house. And this is the living room with two sets of doors that go out to the patio. We'll go out there shortly. And this is the kitchen. So this is the kitchen. Not too big, not too crazy. You got stone countertops, electric stove, microwave, farm sink, and it has a garbage disposal, which is kind of cool. And then you have the countertops. Let's see what this is. There's more storage. All right, so that is the kitchen. And looks like maybe they did this backsplash themselves. I'm not sure, but it's a cute backsplash nonetheless. That's the kitchen. And off the kitchen is the laundry room. Space for an electric washer and dryer. Comes with the sink, stainless steel. And then in the garage, again, this doesn't look like it was ever used for a car, maybe just the lawnmower. So, and then they have built-in shelves in here. So that's the garage. And additional storage in here. Plenty of touch-up paint, spare light bulbs. So there's that, there's the garage. And now let's go upstairs. Oh, forgot to mention there is a coat closet storage room here. All right, so we're heading upstairs. All right, so you got a little landing area, and this is what it looks like from upstairs. There are some shutters up there, and you can see downstairs. And then you have this room over to the left. So those two little closets on the side. Got space there. Same on this side. You got a little storage and reading nook here. Here. And that looks out through the front of the house. That door goes to the attic, so the unfinished part. And then this side is the exact same. It's like duplicate, the same on each side. So if you ever had twins and you're like, where are they gonna go? This would be good. Your room's exactly the same. So this room is, again, exact same as the other room. And that door there, right there, is to the attic on the other side. And then this room is just another big normal room. And it looks like everywhere there's a ceiling fan that comes with these remotes, which is cool. And this one has a Jack and Jill bath with the other room. So you have closet here, closet there. And I'm sorry, I said a Jack and Jill bath, but this bath is just for this bedroom. It doesn't connect to the room across the hall, so sorry about that. But there's a pedestal sink, toilet, tub shower combo, and that looks outside to the pool. So this will be a good guest suite. And then this is the hallway bath. So double sinks in here. Toilet, tub shower combo again. Okay. So what I didn't see up here was a linen closet. So just something to consider. You just may have to store towels somewhere in each room, but there is no linen closet up here. All right, so that is the upstairs. Go back downstairs. Okay, so I'm back downstairs, and again, you can get to the pool from these doors, or you can get to the pool from this little side room. So this is like a sunroom, and it is really, really, really bright in here. And I don't know if the video is doing it any justice, but this seems like this would be a great either sitting area or gym or something like that. So we'll head outside from this side. So this is a nice covered porch. You could get this screened in easily. And you got a swing over there. This is what the house looks like from the back. Got a nice built-in swing here. And let's pan the yard from back here. So it does have a beautiful yard. Probably could use some paint on this area back here. Looks like it could be touched up a little bit. Maybe it has some kiddos drawing back here. But other than that, this looks like a really relaxing backyard. And we'll head over to the pool. And I've not heard one bumblebee. I'm shocked. So, I guess you have to unscrew this and then squeeze it through. And so instead of messing with this lock, I'm just going to pan the pool. But the safety feature is working. Very nice, clean pool. Huge pool, by the way. And it looks like it's a vinyl liner pool. All right. So that is the house. Again, this is the view from the back. Very cute. And you got your HVAC unit over there on the side. Two compressors back here. And looks like a propane tank. I don't have to ask what the propane is for. But you got a propane tank over there. So that is the house. And if you have any questions, just let me know.